guys, so throughout the day I've actually been remembering some of the little jobs I have done, and also things that I didn't talk about between the getting the car running and getting the car driving, or driving the car video. So I actually made up these wing mounting tabs. When did I do that? A couple days ago, like Tuesday maybe. And also the strut towers. They're massively unfinished, but this is one of the jobs, one of the big jobs that was preventing me from driving it, and I'm not overly happy with them, but at the same time I am. Now they're in there, I'm not going to complain, because, you know, I've driven the car. But the idea is to like plate over the top here, and then plate down through the back, and then have some sort of tub at the front. But that's something I'm going to get to over the next couple of days, hopefully. I've got the sheet metal to do it. I just need to pull my finger out my butt and get on and get it done. And I've welded these on to a set degree, but they're on there enough for the minute. And I'll finish welding them when the engine comes out. Why am I having trouble with this focus again? So yeah, that was one of the jobs I did. Another job I had to do was weld a new fitting onto the oil cooler. That was a pain in the ass, because I had to submerge the oil cooler so that it didn't fall apart, because I think it's like all soldered together or something. I think what I'm going to have to do is get this one started, get this one screwed on. Sounds great. Banging. I'm really quite happy with that. So, enough clearance under there, enough room to get a little filter on. Can easily get down here and hold a little container to drain the tank out. So we'll come up with some sort of fixing to hold this down here, like maybe even a little strap of some sort off the throttle cable mount or something, and then either go above or below the intercooler bracket. I haven't decided. Probably better above, and come up with some sort of solution to attach that, maybe some cable tie saddles. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Looks pretty decent. As you would have seen in the last video, the rear of the car was extremely low, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend these adjustable jobbies. They need to be 3 inches longer, so I've got some tube, thick wall tube. I'm going to basically extend these. So that's what I'm going to get on with now. I've got to part these off somewhere around here, machine them so I can weld them all up and everything. So that's the job I'm going to get on with at the moment. And whilst I've got the welder out, I'm going to put some beads on here. Really, it's not ideal that the silicone is going to go right on a curve here, but it is what it is. Hopefully it will stay on. And I'm also going to put a bead on the intercooler as well. Get that sorted. I got the AN8 pipe arrived, and that's attached. I just need to make a header tank for that. for that side, get the header tank over there. I did some like JDM modification on the hinges. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the bonnet open as far as it can until it hits the grille and the headlights, and have some sort of check strap arrangement, or maybe a pin that goes through the hinge. Haven't decided yet. I'll figure that out once I've got a some headlights and a grille back in. I've also got to push these bushes out here so they don't get melted. They push out quite easy, I've done it before. So I was hoping that I could somehow set this up and use the bandsaw to cut these. Just about ready to have a go at welding this all together. I've got some different rod. I think, is it 50-56, 53-56, whatever it is. It's supposed to be a bit better for something that's structural. I use 40-43 usually, which flows better, apparently. I'm an amateur when it comes to this stuff. Looks like I could do with some fresh tungsten. So I'll sort that out in a minute. And oh, I must thank Tom for my snap-on hat. Feel like I look a bit stupid in a cap, but whatever. I've literally been using the number 8 cup and gas lens now for ages on absolutely everything. I haven't used the glass one in quite some time. One down. That second weld came out a lot more consistent. Quite happy with that. Need to stop touching hot shit with these gloves because I'm ruining them. Send it. You know, I'll never learn. Oh, I'm going to have to let it cool down now. What I will do is maybe get these degreased and ready to weld. So I'm going for the whole hashtag Corona Beard thing. Anyone else doing hashtag Corona Beard? I think everyone in the country is. I also went for the hashtag Bick the head, but it was growing back, so I'm going to have to re-bick that. Back to this one. Well, there we go. That's them sorted out. I'm going to fit them back on the car. Got the intercooler and the pipe over there done, so I need to be quick because I'm seriously running out of battery. Okie dokie, so I've got just a small amount of battery left. I thought I'd give a quick update before I end this video. So whacked the intercooler back on with the sexy matte black pipes and the Murray clamps, and it looks pretty tasty. I've mounted the solenoid there. I think initially I'm going to have a couple of pipes crossing over, but once I've built the engine and I can go for big boost and get the boost in early, the plumbing will be a little bit more straightforward. This one will go to the top. This one needs to tee from the compressor housing to the bottom, and then this one just goes to down to the intake. So I need to put another nipple in there, another AN3 in there. Oh yeah, check out the welding. Basically, it's really shitty cast, and I can grind it back and weld it again, which I did do there. It was a bit cleaner there, but I'm going to wait until I've got a fresh gas bottle because I don't want to run out of gas doing stuff that doesn't matter. Fitted a rollover valve to the top of the tank, which is just an AN6 rollover, goes straight in on top of there, and probably need to run this somewhere outside the car with a bulkhead. What the heck is going on here? With like a bulkhead fitting or something, so that the inside of the car doesn't smell of fumes. And then also I got the passenger seat rails in, but I just need to weld some threaded bungs on, so I'm going to use the seat out of the other side and the rails out of the other side to mark that all up. The driver's seat needs to go lower. After driving it, I'd like to get the seat lower and maybe a touch forward. And the passenger seat, I need to get that as low as possible, but the tank kind of gets in the way a little bit. And I don't want the seat too far forward because it will hinder the driver's view, although don't often take passengers. What else is there? I've got the coil overs back on. It's a bit dark in there, but the coil overs are on, and all seems alright. All went back together nicely. And I think that's about it for tonight.